Hello, adventurers of the What Happened channel. Today, we have a topic that will keep you up at night: horror associated with dolls. From Chucky to Annabelle, we'll delve into a universe where the charm of childhood turns into a nightmare. So settle back into your chair, turn off the lights, and join me for a stroll through a world where the favorite toy becomes the villain. But remember, it's not just a movie, it's the real world mixing with fantasy, or is it the other way around? We will start our journey with the infamous Chucky. Children's Play, released in 1988, presented us with a doll that, despite its innocent appearance, was actually the reincarnation of a serial killer. Charles Lee Ray, a cruel and bloodthirsty criminal, is on the verge of death and, through a voodoo ritual, transfers his soul to the good guy doll, becoming the dreaded Chucky. The film was so successful that it spawned a series of sequels, making Chucky one of the most recognizable icons of the horror genre. Next up is the creepy Annabelle, who made her first appearance in the 2013 movie The Conjuring. Based on a true story documented by paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren, Annabelle is a doll who serves as a conduit for an evil demonic entity. Annabelle's popularity on film led to her own series of spin-offs, delving deeper into the story of how this doll became such a feared object. Our next terrifying character comes from the movie Megan is Missing. Released in 2011, the film is a disturbing horror story that revolves around the disappearance of a teenager and the discovery of a doll that represents a victim. While not a doll in the traditional sense, the doll's sinister presence adds an extra level of horror to the film. Of course, there are many other examples of terrifying dolls in movies and series. From the ventriloquist in Dead Silence to the China doll in Dolly Dearest, puppet horror has tried to be an enduring and effective theme in the horror genre. But wait, we still have one more part to go on this horror tour. Now, let's rate our puppet friends on a horror scale. From 1 to 10, with 1 being I can't sleep at night and 10 being I never want to see a doll again in my life. Chucky, with his dark humor and bloodstains, gives us a solid 8. His ghoulish antics are enough to give nightmares, but still, we have a certain fondness for this little devil. Annabelle, with her deceptively sweet looks and eyes that seem to follow you around the room, reaches a frightening 9. Just knowing that it's based on a true story is enough to send shivers down your spine. Megan, despite not being a traditional doll, earns a 7 on our scale. The way it is used in the film and the emotional impact it has is enough to make anyone uncomfortable. And with that, our journey into the spooky world of horror dolls comes to an end. If you enjoyed this tour of the darker side of the human imagination, don't forget to like and share this video. And remember, the next time you walk by an antique store and see a doll with a blank stare, you might want to leave it on the shelf. See you next time, adventurers.